it will be like when I walk by your side.
Shane, have you had anyone close to you pass away?
Yeah, I have.
Who was it?
My grandmother, she passed away a couple years ago.
Brennan, have you had anyone close to you pass away?
Yes, my grandfather.
Your grandfather, when did that happen?
I would say about 20 months ago it happened. So about a year and 8 months.
Elisa, have you had anyone close to you pass away? And if so, who was it?
I did have someone close to me pass away. It was my grandmother's husband. He's just like my grandfather. I've never met my grandfather.
To my knees will I fall, will I sing hallelujah? Will I be able to speak at all?
Shane, how did this person's passing, your grandmother, how did this affect you?
First, I was really angry that something like this could happen, but it really realized who I have in my life, what I have, and what it means to me.
Brennan, how did your grandfather's passing affect you?
Pretty toughly because he was like my whole family, including me, like role model. Like he was the Christ in my life and who everybody looked up to here in that church.
Elisa, how did this person's passing affect you? When it happened, how did you feel?
This person's passing affected me because it shows that my family like, is really passionate. I'm a family kind of person, so seeing them being emotional.
Surrounded by your glory, wanna wield my heart to you. Will I dance for you, Jesus?
Was it really sudden?
It really was sudden. Like we all knew he was close, but it was sudden.
To my knees will I fall, will I sing hallelujah? Will I be able to speak at all? I can only imagine.
Shane, what impact did your grandmother's passing have on you? And did your outlook on life change in any way?
It changed a lot. It made me, like I said, made me realize what was important to me, who I need to spend time with, and it just made me realize that any day can come, anything can happen.
Brennan, what impact did your grandfather's passing have on you? And then, did your outlook on life change in any way?
Yes, it changed a lot and had a deep impact on me. Like over that summer, a lot changed in me. Like I grew up a lot because I felt that life was short and that I needed to, step up and be more responsible as a person, not only for my parents but myself. Because like I saw my amazing grandfather be taken from cancer with him perfectly healthy to deceased in 8 months.
So it did have a positive impact, you think?
At first, it had a much more negative impact than it had a positive by far.
What impact did your grandfather's passing have on you? And did your outlook on life or death change in any way?
His passing had a great effect on me in a way that I can't take things for granted anymore. And also that he was really sick and he was a great person when he was here. And I got a better feel about him even if he is gone, because it shows that I really do miss him and that people do miss him and stuff like that.
So did your outlook change in any way on life or death after that?
Well, I've always known that you can't take things for granted, but that really shows that I really can't take my moments with him for granted, because I did. And when I was little, I wouldn't really pay attention to his stories, and I regret that in a way now, because I wish I would have listened so I could tell my children. When I was little, my grandfather told me this, and I really can't now because he's gone, and I really didn't pay attention.
So it's had a positive effect in a way that you won't take things for granted.
Yes, very much.
Shane, have you ever thought about yourself dying? And if so, when you think about that, what goes through your mind?
I have put myself down before. What goes through my mind is just what happens, what's it going to be like think it is, but you never really know for sure what's gonna happen and what you feel.
There's a little bit of insecurity there, maybe what's going to happen.
No one's ever come back and said, how it's been, so it's definitely, it scares me a little, but then again, it makes me happy because I know where I'm going.
Brian, have you ever thought about yourself dying? And if so, when you think about that, what goes through your mind?
I have, and I try not to think about it because it's a very depressing subject to think about because, I would lose all my friends and family here, and yeah, I've seen me again in the great beyond death. God forbid I don't make it. But yeah, it would affect me because all the ones I love and try to help, I won't be there for them anymore. Who's to take my place in this world? Like, I'm not saying I'm perfect or anything, but I try to help as many people as I can.
And then there's also probably some fear of the unknown, what is going to happen.
That's what you really have no idea what's going to happen.
Lisa, have you ever thought about yourself dying? And if so, what goes through your mind?
I have thought of myself dying a few times, and I used to be very scared about it, and then I became prone to it, to where I just thought of it as no one would care, it's not a big deal, it's just me needing it really didn't matter. And then this past Easter, Father gave a homily about how dying should be a happy thing. People should be mourning, but knowing at the same time that they're in a better place, knowing that they're with God, their creator. And that's made my outlook so much better than it being, oh, it's pointless, it doesn't matter, no one's gonna care, to, wow, really people care about me, and I'm not scared to die because I know that I will be going to heaven. And I feel that if I know I'm going to heaven and I just follow God's teachings, then that will happen and I'll be happier in heaven.
So you've really made a connection between your faith and your passing,
Yes.
I guess.